Greetings, everyone. This is Fasting is Life. I was just gonna make a video, see how you guys doing. I hope everyone is doing all right. You're safe and sound. You had a great weekend. Now, I already know the main topic these days. Coronavirus. I just want to tell to my subscribers and those listening, don't worry. There's nothing to panic, but there's something you should be aware about because with all this chaos happening, certain laws that are going to be passed and certain regulations that are going to be implemented may affect you. So, what can you do at this time? My best advice is don't watch the news because it's going to just get you more stressful. And most of the stuff they're talking about, I'm sorry, but it's all bull. It's all lies because you can't trust something that's 98% lies and 2% truth. You just can't. So take anything they say with a grain of salt. Focus on your personal life. Look what's going on around your environment and determine what steps you need to take. Now, when it comes to health, as I said in my previous video, there's several things steps you can make. Now, this is some of the things I learned years ago when it comes to prepping. What you do is you get your things ready before this chaos. And because a lot of people were not prepared, that's why a lot of things are running out of the shelves. Just like when there's a hurricane, I live in the Houston area. So whenever there's a hurricane, because the people never plan ahead of time, they never assume or expect that there could be a hurricane moment where there will be devastation and, you're going to be stuck at home for a while. Everybody goes at the same time, and that's why you have all this rush hour traffic and waiting in lines just to check out for hours. People have 2 3 baskets at a time because they're never ready. And that's the main thing, you don't want to be outside when that whole thing is going down. That's the reason why you have to prepare ahead of time. And that's another reason why fasting, because that's what I'm promoting in this channel, Fasting is Life. The whole point of fasting is you can't move around if you're sick because you're going to be weakened. So this whole lifestyle, what it does is it puts you ahead of the game where you're preparing yourself physically so that when that day comes where you have to move around or do something, you're going to have the strength to do it. I mean, with what's going on, if they're shutting down the hospital, first of all, the people who have to depend on the hospital, they're going to be screwed because most of them, they may have to kick them back home. They'll be like, hey, we don't want you to be here. And what if they don't have a family to take care of them? The elderly, the retirement homes. What if the people who work there, they close down the people who clean their clothes and all that, housekeeping service, they close down. What are they gonna do? Their family members are not there, and probably some of the family members don't want to bring them in the house. So there's a lot of factor things going on, and everybody's panicking. I don't want to turn this channel into like a quote unquote spooky and all that, but it's like that's the whole. Everything in this channel prepares you for things like this whole panic scare. Like, we're in March, winter just ended, and even outside, like, the whole place is yellow. White pollen's it's coming out. So this is allergy season. Do you think it's a coincidence that we have this scare about the coronavirus where if you go to the CDC website, the symptoms of this quote unquote virus is the same as the flu? Like, I just pray that my subscribers don't get distracted because I know that I have genuine listeners who watch my videos. My channel is a small channel. And I already know when it comes to things that really matters, most people won't listen to you anyway. There's too many voices out there. So even if you want to get the viewership, it's hard because there's so many things out there. But for my subscribers that have been following me, to all the brothers and sisters, my advice is, like, I'm here at home chilling. I just came back from work. and I'm just living one day at a time. And you have to expect that some of us, who maybe some of my subscriber, and even myself, we may lose our job, our current job. So imagine you losing your job because of this whole scare, and you can pay your rent. Are you gonna be homeless? You can be homeless. Everybody's gonna be homeless. There's gonna be so it's like, be prepared for the unknown, but at the same time, be wise. Don't act out of fear, out of panic. You have to be calm and process. That's why you have to prepare things in a time of peace. That's the whole point. You prepare when there's nothing going on, when there's no chaos. I just hope that y'all don't fall for the scare. Just be safe. Have water in your house. Things, don't get stuff just because you're getting. I'll give an example. If I were to go crazy stocking food in case of a panic, first of all, people are not getting the necessary stuff. Like, if you have a home, get a what do they call it? I know in French they call it groupe électrogène. I forgot the English word. It's basically a machine that you put gas in. So if your power goes out, you connect it to your uh, electrical connection outside in the back, or whatever location you have in your home, and start the machine. It's like a motor, and then basically it's powering up your electricity system. How many people are thinking of buying that? How many? You may have to get a bunch of was it barbecue coals, in case there's no, you can use your oven. You could get those little round, funny, like small, like coal burner or something. That way you can use it to cook food, boil, on like those survival stuff. A lot of people are not getting. They're getting is dumb toilet paper. Like, what is a toilet paper gonna do to you? I just hope you guys don't fall for this. Don't focus. Get your health in order, and maybe the people need something like this to really get their things serious. Because some of you who are listening to me, I bet some of you are on medication. Now imagine you have no access to medication. You can't go to the store. Everything's sold out. What are you gonna do? You've never practiced going days without eating anything. Your body start shake. You start to get the jitters. You're gonna panic. You're gonna be like, what am I gonna eat next? I don't have food. And then you're gonna stay up here stressed with high blood pressure. A lot of us are here. We knew this day was gonna come. That's why you don't see me panic. I'm calm. We all knew these things were coming. There are some things sometimes you know, some guys like me out here, when we're giving all these videos advice, there are some things we don't want to say because, the people are not going to listen. But maybe stuff like this, maybe it's going to wake people up because the whole earth is getting shut down. The whole earth is shut down. With this in mind, what does that tell you? That all governments are complicit with this propaganda. They're all in agreement. And we, the regular folks, are getting the end of the stick. So the wise must prepare ahead of time before chaos comes. Because you don't want to be out there in traffic with everybody else who are in the same mindset, fighting over things at the stores. You don't want to be one of them. Just be careful. Even right now, when the storm is, people are still panicking. I will recommend you, whatever you have in the house, stick to it. Don't go out there and spend money just because you may need that money in hands. And speaking of the banks, Have at least 50%, up to 50% of your money with you. What if the bank closes? You can't go to the ATM. Every like 200 people lining up to the ATM machine, but the ATM machine only had the amount of money for probably what, five people. What are you gonna do? If everybody wants to, imagine everybody wants to pull 60 to 80% of the money off the bank because they want to have cash, because they heard quote unquote on TV that the banks are gonna shut down. The banks don't keep all the cash over there. Everything is numbers. Like when you go to the bank, the money you see, whatever, 2,000 and 5,000, 3,200, that's no real money. It's virtual. So imagine you have no access to it and there's not enough paper money at the banks. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I don't want to say too much. So I recommend you to get your health in order, and fasting is one of the ways to do it. I have plenty of videos. You've seen my transformation, my lifestyle, trying to maintain my health, which takes time. Next month. It's gonna be 2 years since I started this journey. So I'm even proof that I didn't need to wait till now to think about my health, because there could be potential that I may not have access to medicine. I stopped taking medicine a while back. Just take either supplements, eating healthy, and training, working out, and fasting. That's all. All right, guys. If I have anything else in my head, this was burning in my mind. I was like, what video can I make? What topic I can talk about? I mean, because this channel is all about health. I was like, how can I tie being in health with what's going on right now? So, y'all have a great week. Today's Wednesday. And I'm just gonna end you with these brothers and sisters. They've found the perfect storm. Like Donald Trump said in 2017 in October, he said, "This is the calm before the storm," and the storm is here, and it's not gonna go away. And do not be surprised. Here comes the tinfoil. If the election is postponed, or postponed, quote unquote, indefinitely. Anything is possible at this moment. All right, y'all have a great day. Fasting is life. Get your health in order. Don't panic. Be safe. Don't be out there like everybody else in panic mode. Be wise. Get what you need, not what you want. Get something that can sustain you, not for the long run, but temporary, and have the means and financial means to be able to travel or move from one location to the next. Because if they close the banks, some machines may not work. Your debit card may be, anything is possible. So be ready. All right, peace.